So we're here at the historic Homeland Heritage Park in Homeland, Florida. This event is called Moonlit Legends Cryptid Expo, so it's about all things Sasquatch, Mothman, Loch Ness Monster, kind of celebrating the folklore of the United States and specifically in Florida and Homeland. Florida in itself is home to the skunk ape, which is essentially a Bigfoot. We have a lot of researchers here today actually who specialize in skunk ape and Bigfoot research, so I'm very excited to learn more about that. And other than that, we have the wampus cat in Florida, which we have a really cool cutout of over there. It's kind of a woman mixed with a cat, and it's sort of a Native American legend. So we're excited to kind of teach people about that and all of the cryptids we have here today. This event is very special because it is for children and it is also for adults. So if you bring your kids out, they get to go trick-or-treating, they get to meet some Bigfoot experts, which I think is really cool. We have some food trucks, we have some vendors, and then the parents can actually sit in the schoolhouse and learn about the cryptids from the Bigfoot experts, which I think is a really neat thing that I'm really excited that we were able to pull off this year. Agatha is kind of our character for this event, I would say. She's going to be telling some ghost tales for us, which is really cool. She'll be over here on the Rollerson House porch, and people will be able to sit and listen to her tell stories and get pictures with her, and I think it'll just be a really neat addition to this event. Homeland Heritage Park is a very special place. I'm sure you can see the building behind me is the Rollerson House. It's a beautiful kind of vision of architecture from back in the day, and this entire park is so history rich, and it's very special to have people come out here and not only learn about the heritage of Homeland itself, but Florida as a whole. We have a pole barn that is kind of an example of what it used to look like back in the day. We do some other festivals here around the year that kind of highlight some different parts of Florida history as well, which is really cool.
I started my group about 6.5 years ago after I had a vocalization in the Ocala National Forest. I was never really a Bigfoot believer. I was always into ghosts hunting and, UFOs, aliens, stuff like that. But Bigfooting was kind of like, okay. So I went out on a camp out one night in the Ocala National Forest. It was the coldest night of the year, and about 1:30 in the morning, we all heard this loud and lengthy vocalization scream out in the woods. It took something with, incredible lung capacity to make the sound that it did. And so that's what got me hooked. And then I decided to do my own research. And at the time, I didn't have any place to post my results and stuff. So I decided to start my own group. The beauty of going to an event like this is giving people the opportunity to meet other Bigfoot researchers because they probably had an experience themselves. So, but they don't know who to reach out to tell about, tell their story, tell about what happened, because we totally believe, we've had sightings, we've had just about everything you could think of. And so that's what's nice about having an event like this. And that's why we go all around the state doing events and stuff to educate people, to show them, yes, they do exist in our state, and here's some proof. But we have videos, we have 3D scans, we have pictures, we have just about everything you could think of. Thank you for coming, and happy Halloween, and this is a great event.